Good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing at this time. Welcome to your Tell It Like It Is show, Sally.
Good afternoon, guys. We are on Fast Forward today.
Yes, we are.
So if you're talking fast, don't blame us.
This is the short and sweet version of your hot topic. But anyways, at 2:30 we take a break and we join the ODM with an update. All right, they're gonna share some much needed information with regards to this upcoming weather systems. But today, that's pretty much what we're gonna be talking. So let's take a pause for cause. Pay some bills, come back and share some love with you and get into the discussion. All right? This is your Hot Topics, your Tell It Like It Is show.
Attention! We're a go for rocket launch.
Roger.
Engines ready.
Yay, Daddy!
Liftoff in 3, 2, 1.
Kids, breakfast is ready.
Ooh. Launch postponed.
Give yourself a strong start to the day with Dutch Lady. Milk with essential nutrients, calcium, vitamins, and protein. Dutch Lady, building strong families since 1871.
With Digicel Prime bundles, you get more than just data. You level up to a whole new digital life. Level up with deep music for your favorite local and international tracks. Level up with Sportsmax and catch the top live sports action. Level up with Go Loud for radio stations and trending podcasts from Dominica. And level up with Playgo for the latest movies, TV series, and local shows. Enjoy a 7-day Prime bundle at only $32 with 49 gigabytes of dedicated data for premium access to your favorite app without touching your any use data. That's a total of 59 gigabytes. Activate a Prime bundle in the My Digicel app. Digicel, better together.
My new car is so hot.
You don't even know how hot I am. But hey, go to TDC Insurance Company where we can enjoy the best motor insurance packages.
You talk?
I'm no Siri, but I know good insurance.
Okay, Smarty. Where are they located?
HHV Whitchurch are the local agents, or you can call 255-1100.
TDC Insurance, here we come.
Can you make a stop on the way to TDC? I'm kind of thirsty.
Sure thing.
For affordable premiums and payment plans, come to TDC, guaranteeing you peace of mind. All right, and it's 9 minutes past 2. Welcome back. Again, this is the short and sweet version of your Hot Topic show. At 2:30, we break off to join the ODM, where we give some much-needed information regarding the upcoming weather conditions. And we already have a call. And let's go over to the telephone. Good afternoon, Hot Topics. You're live. Talk to us.
What's up, my girls and them? How you doing, one?
Sugar Bubs, how you doing?
I'm fine. Everything is cooked and curry.
Everything is cooked and curry.
Cooked and curry. Yes, sir.
Aye.
I think Chris.
Yes, I.
All right, the guy.
Yeah, later, man.
Later, my darling. Later.
Stay safe, the guy.
All right.
You too.
Cool. All right, yes, that was a little bit of love for us in the afternoon. Folks, sharing some love, continue to share the live, okay? Share the live, because I think we're going to stay on so you guys on the live can catch the information that is being shared via the ODM. You're going to be able to hear it as well, all right? Good. So, if it's your birthday today, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Much love, plenty blessings and all of that on your special day. I know I have some special birthdays today that it would be remiss of me if I didn't even say hi to them. So I want to shout out my cousin, Kenny Bruno, celebrating today. And also to my buddy over there in the VIs, Keno Bruni. Happy birthday to you, my darling. Sammy? You want to share love?
No, I shared my love already. I just said good afternoon to all our folks.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And shout out to the comforter, Victor Big. Happy birthday to you. All right, so we're getting right into the vibe. And Sammy, everybody seems to be digging your blouse. They say the blouse or the dress, it's a blouse. Quite beautiful, though.
Well, forget about the outfit and let's just move. We don't have much time for that.
We don't have much time.
Yeah.
So we're talking the weather today, folks. And, we've had...
as we're talking the weather, to start it off, Vanessa, what have you done to prepare for the summers?
Well, I have my water secured.
Because...
I'm finishing
we just Shape Ogwe earlier this week.
Yeah, we did.
And right now we have to prepare for another one.
Yes.
So did you prepare for the first one?
Yeah. I'm always
Okay.
prepared.
Well, when I saw the chat, I knew that was going to
Yeah.
dissipate before it reaches. I felt that.
Okay,
And I
alright.
prayed for that.
Okay,
And
good.
I'm praying this one stays small because it can't dissipate at this point. It's not realistic.
Indeed.
This one stays small and then I don't do send it on nobody, no, but I pray
Just out into the ocean.
that it passed between it passed between the islands and it doesn't do
Or
too
if
much
it
damage.
or if it comes over us, that is at minimal strength.
For it to for it to get into the Caribbean Sea and head up the Gulf, it must pass over the islands.
Right, right.
So just hoping that it passes between.
At minimal strength. Minimal strength.
Yes.
The lowest possible, just a little rainfall.
So what were your preparations?
I'll make sure that I have water prepared, my hurricane box
Boy,
is
let me
stocked
tell you
up.
something, Nagel.
Get extra. Well, what I need to do today is just get some extra stuff for the box because I pulled out stuff from the box. So
But let me tell you about the water story.
Uh-huh.
Imagine I lie down in my bed and I say, okay, so the storm is supposed to pass tonight. And then I say, Papa, mate, I have no water collected. So if the Wasco take the water,
your kaipul kwazi.
my Kaipul Kwazi, no water, no drinking water, nothing.
Wow, Sammy.
Papa,
Wow,
no,
Sammy.
except for the water in the fridge.
You clear the gutter in already?
Yes, I did that.
Okay,
I cleared the
good.
gutter in and I cleared it at the back of the house.
Okay.
So every passage for water to
Alright.
flow is clear.
Good stuff.
But the most important thing, and I think maybe a lot of people forget that, is the drinking water.
The drinking water. Well, moi toujours ni.
Because imagine after Maria what we went through.
I didn't have to go through that because, like I told you, I always collect
Yes,
my
but
water.
I said what we went
Oh,
through.
yes.
Collectively.
Yes.
The struggle for water, the long lines, the fighting,
I did.
the watering holes, and God is so merciful.
Well, let me say, praise God, and I'll make the sign of the cross. I didn't have that.
You didn't lose any water. The
I
pipes
lost
always had?
water, but I had water.
You have a source close to you.
No, I collected water. I had water
Oh.
enough for 2 weeks.
Wow.
I had water enough for 2 weeks. I have those 5-gallon containers that I got from some places in town.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure I cleaned them. All right, I put the hot water and then the
You wash
bleach
them
and
out
clean
properly-
them out,
properly.
and I fill them up. Right now, in my bathroom has 2. In the living room, I made it look like a little table, like a corner table. I have 3 of them. That's already 25 gallons. On the veranda, there's another 5-gallon. And in the kitchen, there are about 40 gallons.
You see, I cannot do that because I
I
cannot
dedicated a
I
cupboard.
cannot take the water. I will put water in the storeroom, and that will be a problem because I have to go and get it. But I cannot put water. No, I cannot have clutter. I cannot.
It's
have
not
too
clutter. I used my bottles and made a table, but we have a call on the local line.
That's
Good
very
afternoon, Hot
creative.
Topics. You're live. Talk to us.
Hi, good afternoon.
Vado,
Miss
darling.
Vado.
How are you?
Share the live, share the live.
Share the live,
the
share the
live.
live. Come on, don't disrespect us.
Oh, dear. Let's pray for protection
Yes.
from the hurricane.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a short prayer
Yes, indeed.
for protection. Just protect us, Lord.
All right.
And our foundation, all our elements, let them, they obeyed you, so let this one obey you and
Amen.
your command, Lord, and they put everything in your hand. Keep us safe from all dangers and calm the storm.
Yes.
It is just go somewhere else. But because any destruction, Lord, in your hands, I place everything.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen. Thank you, Vado.
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon. Thank you for those.
Stay
for-
tight again. Keep yourself tight, Elsa, and squeeze yourself between 2 islands for you to cross. And when you reach in the Caribbean Sea, dissipate.
Right. Indeed.
I claim that in the name of God Almighty.
All right. And while we continue to, just give you a little bit of info about what you should do to keep prepared. After Maria, Sammy, a lot of people were stuck because they didn't have like the school books when the kids were ready to return to school. So a lot of textbooks were lost, notes, whatever valuable documents and that kind of thing. You know what I did, Sammy? I didn't lose any of my kids' books. You know what I did? I double bagged them in garbage bags. I
Your
sealed
roof
them.
went now?
No.
But so then you will not have risk.
I had water. I had water.
Came into your
I had
house?
water up to 2 feet upstairs.
How that happened?
Came in through the veranda
Oh, so
and filled up. Yes.
whoa.
Yeah, the holes, the weeping holes got blocked in the balcony, so they
Was
couldn't come out. So
Before we go on books, tell me about we talk about clearing, talk about water.
yes,
Food.
food, right? So make sure you have your canned foods, and with the canned foods, you have those with the ring openers. So if you don't have those with the ring openers, like you just pull the ring and pull the cover off, make sure you have a can opener because it is futile to have a can that you cannot open.
I myself, I just want flour,
Right. For the
baking
bakes.
powder, a little sugar.
Yeah.
I go to Mary Missions just and buy some cocoa and some oil.
Right. So
And I good, you know.
yeah, and these are some of the basic things. But now you also need to ensure that your first aid kit is packed. So in the first aid kit, all you need are a few bandages, maybe some gauze, alcohol prep pads, rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, some painkillers, maybe
Definitely.
some paracetamol, definitely some diclofenac or ibuprofen, whatever your body can handle.
Hold up. You say maybe some paracetamol. You say definitely some diclofenac.
Yes, because if you get a blast now during the thing,
So
you know,
the-
it is
the
it is
dico-
pain reduction and how you say it reduces swelling as well.
Also, it's anti-inflammatory.
Right, anti-inflammatory and and counters the pain. We have a call on the local line. Good afternoon, Hot Topics. You're live, short and sweet, if you
Your
please.
passport, your important documents, put it in a Ziploc.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed, and you can double up the bag as well for safety.
But yes, you can do
Yes,
that.
yes,
I
indeed.
have never, every time I've never been here for a hurricane, you know, I start to get scared already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've never experienced it.
Right.
Okay.
I'm never in Dominica.
Okay.
From since 79, I've never, every time I'm in Canada or New York.
Okay.
No,
all
I'm
right.
scared. Let me hear about
So
it.
let me tell you
At
something.
2:30,
If you if you feel scared, you have my number. I'm available. Call me.
Yes,
That's so we can talk and I know you solid up there.
yes.
But if you need some comfort, call me, okay?
Yes, yes, I will. Thank you for offering. But let me tell you, I have a big mouth.
yeah, you see that?
But you still can't.
I'll be honest, you know, I have big mouth, you know, but
Yeah.
I can't pour, you know.
Alright.
I already check everything. I go around twice, Sammy.
Okay.
Any loose objects, you know, and whatever. The building next to me, I have already told the guy, put everything flat down, you know. I spoke to him, you know, I don't know flying objects, you know, around me. And I have some trees around me there. Boy, if I get somebody, I want to cut it down, you know, because
Okay.
those branches, if I don't take care of it, Sammy, they never do.
Okay.
So they have abandoned these lots and then...
Yes. And these are dangerous. They could break off and become flying missiles.
This mango
Burst your
tree.
windows and so on.
And there's this mango tree, you know.
Yeah.
Again, another one, you know, not the one I've been complaining about years ago. I cut that down already.
Okay.
But there's another one shooting up, you know.
Okay.
I will deal with it, don't worry.
So if you can get
Alright.
somebody to clear it for you this afternoon, do that, okay?
Yeah, but
Okay.
other than that, I'm okay. I have water, I have flour, I have everything. And I go in by Robinson's just now to buy cocoa.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Vado, for your contribution. Thank you for the share. And remember to stay safe, all right?
Okay,
Bye
Miss
bye.
Vanessa. And in situations like that, Vanessa, we have to look out for our older folks.
Yes,
I don't
indeed.
call Vado elderly because Vado is
Our senior citizens.
Vado kissing your Vado senior, but just
Vado is a teenager.
right, a
But
teenager.
anyways,
but
let's.
our elderly folks, we have to look out for them, make sure that they're safe, make sure their homes are safe, make sure they have what they need, make sure they
Yes.
have their medication.
Right. Let's go back to the telephone. Good afternoon, Hot Topics. You're live. Talk to us.
I'm an elderly.
Okay, Teacher Lufa.
Teacher Lufa, you not know elderly.
Once is that?
I'm an elderly.
Once that is the case, you go ahead.
Good afternoon,
Good
Ricardo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I hope you stay safe. That's Teacher Lufa.
All righty.
Let me tell you something. I heard all what you're talking about buying this. You know one thing I don't like about we Dominicans? I'll tell you what. Forget about the thing about finance and when they get money. We know it's hurricane season, my dear. We should be always be prepared. Let me tell you. You see how they talk about storm tomorrow? You see, that is time everybody want to go to the market and shop. Let me tell you, if they take my advice, every week buy a little thing and put there.
Put it in your hurricane box.
You understand? Buy your biscuit, buy your thin stuff, buy your thing, and And I remember when this hurricane was coming, right? And let me tell you, nowhere knows what Matthew can do, you know. No, I think that nowhere in the world you could get matches and can do the clean up. And when the hurricane pass now, you see that they're watching you. Buy your things early. That is my advice. And put there so you don't have to go to the supermarket and rush.
Yes,
because sometimes you might be caught.
Right.
You might be caught. You might be caught in the weather.
Yes.
So take my advice. If every week you can buy 1 or 2 drinks, buy it, put it there.
And put it
so
aside.
when the only, let me tell you, the only thing I think you should be doing right now, personally, is collecting water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Collect your water, clean water, and so on.
Okay.
But I like the advice you're giving the public. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Teacher Luther. Good afternoon to
And
you.
Luther is very correct.
Yes,
Vanessa.
indeed.
Before Maria, which we didn't take seriously, and I didn't take it seriously, I went to the supermarket and the lines were long.
Yeah.
I had a few bottles of water.
Okay.
And I wanted to go back for more. I couldn't go back for more. I couldn't carry them. I couldn't leave the line. I just had to stay there, cash what I had
And
in
see
my
what you
hand,
have.
and then that was it. And
Yeah, and
so guys don't do like me.
And that's the thing, you know. Another thing as well, folks, don't forget to top up your phones, top up your mobile phones. If you have a power bank, ensure that that power bank is fully charged.
Make sure your phone, your computer,
Make sure your how you say, your batteries for your flashlights, for your radio. If you don't have a transistor radio, you have a phone that can, you know, that you can access the radio on.
True.
And you have some apps that you don't need to be online to do them.
But let me
to
tell you
use
something.
them.
You know something that is quite overlooked during those storms? Our mental health.
Yes,
And
indeed.
relaxing our head.
Yes.
And one of our favorite app for relaxing is Netflix. So go on, download your favorite episodes and your series.
Yes,
Make sure
indeed.
you're well stocked.
And if you have it downloaded, even if the internet is out,
You can watch
chill.
your movies and you can relax your head.
Yes.
Because I think that is what hit us one of the worst after Mario. Not having it's been so idle for so long. Nothing to do, nothing to take your mind off what was really going on.
Go out and buy some board games, buy some cards, buy some dominoes, and entertain yourselves. You know, we're not saying that we're going to end up in a situation where, you know, we're going to be without all of those
No,
things.
but we have to
But you
prepare.
have to be prepared. we
Yes,
have to stop
yes.
being so
We
reactive
have
and
to.
be more proactive
We have
and
to
ensure that
prepare.
we're ready.
Because we have to. Maria will always be the biggest example we will ever have for not
Yes.
being prepared for a monster.
Yes,
So we
that
have
is
to
true.
treat every single incoming storm as the monster Maria was.
That is true.
It's
If-
better to over prepare than
than under prepare. If you know you're one who likes your glam, make sure you top up on your makeup and your nail polish and your nail polish remover.
And-
So if you're
yeah.
home and bored, you can do your nails and do your do and you know. I mean, just the things that give you comfort. Make sure that you have them. Your medication, asthmatics. Make sure you have your inhalers. If you don't have a prescription to get what it is that needs to be prescribed, well, then again, if you're shopping at the right pharmacies, then they will have your records and they will know that well,
Work with
okay.
your book. Work with your book.
If you
have
even if
work
you
with
don't
your
have a
doctor.
book, some of the pharmacies keep a record on their computer systems. I can't name. So if you go to them, they will be able to facilitate you. You know what I mean?
Right now, I expect all pharmacy lines to be full.
Yeah, I do, but they're not.
Because
You
it's
know?
month end and your month supply just ended.
Exactly.
So if you haven't had them, you should be getting them.
You should be getting them. So make sure that you top up on your medication. Make sure that you top up on everything that is necessary. Get your, like Sammy said, your flour, your oil. Make sure you get the baking powder.
Because
okay?
you don't want those bakes to
to
come out like rock.
like missiles. Your canned foods, snacks for the kids. You know, importantly the water. All right.
Oh, you know, here's a really good tip that I read. You have a fridge. You have a lot of frozen goods that you haven't consumed yet, just in case the power goes out for a few days.
Yeah.
Freeze water.
Yes.
Make ice so you could keep the temperature in the freezer high.
Right, and then you have those gel packs that you can put
Freeze
in
them
the
also
freezer
so you
as
can
well,
keep the
and
temperature
keep
high.
your meat. And again, you know, just be with each other. Be committed. When I say committed, I mean look out for each other, I should say. Look out for each other. You
Yes.
have neighbors around, look out for each other and ensure that, you know, if they need help, you can assist, or if you need help, they can assist. You know what I mean? Just look out for each other.
True. most communities, all communities have a hurricane shelter, either a government provided hurricane shelter or a designated home as a hurricane shelter. It doesn't matter what kind of a home you have. Make sure you are familiar with who is the hurricane shelter master and where it is located.
Exactly.
Because anything can happen to your concrete structure.
Yes.
Windows can burst. Anything can happen, and you'll have to get to a shelter.
Yes.
So make sure you know who's in charge, where you have to go.
Yes.
Put your emergency plan in place.
And put your emergency pack aside. When you pack in, make sure you pack for at least a week or a few days, at least. So you're going to pack your underwear, you're going to pack your toothbrush, some toothpaste, the sanitary napkins for the ladies. You know what I mean? Your clothes, at least a few changes of clothes and shoes that are comfortable for walking in water. Don't go and pack your Clarks and your loafers.
True.
All right,
But,
go down and buy some Toyota to put in your foot, some rubber shoes.
The WASCO will take the water tonight to protect their water system and to protect the pipes to prevent clogging and dirt and whatever debris.
Right.
Do your laundry tonight.
Yeah.
As you go home, do your laundry. Today is Thursday.
Yes.
Just put yourself
and school's practically out.
Right.
So.
You most likely we won't have water tomorrow, and if it comes tomorrow into Saturday, it's going to be dirty.
Yeah.
So right when you go home, take care of the dirty laundry. Do your laundry, open it out inside on your racks or whatever you
wherever
do.
you can open it, open it.
Because tomorrow we don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. So we just have to be prepared and be proactive. Let's take a quick pause for calls, and we'll be back after these messages. This is your Hot Topics, your Tell It Like It Is show.
What you eating here?
Man, cheese no.
What? You go for lunch by Sammy's without me? Oh, you can't do me that!
Relax now, I set you up. I got your meatball sub, a roti, pies, tarts, cakes, chicken salad, codfish sub, chicken and chips, and a smoothie.
Woo! Goody! Brian, Tom, Dave, come! Lunch from Sammy's on our co-worker.
Co-worker? Sammy's Boutique and Cafe, located at 39 King George V Street. Call us at 613-5908.
Print City. Modern, creative, exciting. From various heat press options to detail embroidery. With years of experience in photography and design. Get full-on branding deals, t-shirts and banner printings, logos, graphics and designs, along with additional social media services. Located at 42 Independence Street, Roseau Dominica, downstairs, Kyrie FM. Call 617-2916 or printcitydominica@gmail.com.
And folks, it's already 29 minutes moving back down past 2 o'clock. We welcome you back. But this is where we wrap it up, Sammy. This is where we wrap it up and say goodbye. So we will be back with you tomorrow, God willing, for another hot topic. With a permission as well, we would say. But until then, continue to be safe. Make sure that you're stocked up on all the stuff that you need, on all the things that you need, your medication, your food, your water, and all of that. So keep safe. Much love. That's it. We're gone. We're going to be joining pretty soon the ODM just to give you some information on the upcoming weather system. All right. So much love to you. We're gone. Bye-bye now.
I begging you live a prepared Dominican lifestyle for man, woman and child. I begging you live a prepared Dominican lifestyle for man.
We cannot predict the time and location of earthquakes, but you can reduce your chances of being hurt by preparing now. Start by locating safe areas in your home, workplace, or school, like under a sturdy table, desk, bed, or against an interior wall away from glass windows and doors.
Practice drop, cover, and hold on in your safe area. Secure items that could fall and place large and heavy objects on lower shelves. Know how to turn off electricity, gas, and water by learning the location of safety valves and main switches.
Be prepared.
Be safe.
A message from the Office of Disaster Management, brought to you by USAID and IOM.
Everyone likes to get more for their money, and TDC Insurance Company is there to help you do just that. Our new motor insurance package includes everything you and your vehicle will ever need. Rest assured, in the event of a loss, we will have you back on the road in no time. Pay one affordable premium and payment plans suitable to your needs. Choose TDCIC for your motor insurance, where you'll get more coverage for less. TDCIC, guaranteeing you peace of mind. Local agent HHV Widget and Company Limited, Old Street, Roseau. Telephone 255-1100.
Ask the Fans Home and Building is having a special offer on windows. Listen to this. 15% off on all windows. All sizes for 2 weeks only. Come take advantage of this super special offer. 15% off on all windows from the 9th to the 21st of December at Ask the Fans Home and Building. Check in store for details. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, what are you doing?
You know, hear what that going on every Saturday on Kyrie then?
Kyrie, what is that on that?
Boy, a new talk show them man have very
true no boy. What that's about?
Yeah boy, them man gonna talk about topics that we interested in and thing. The show is called Chat Room, so you know it's yucky vibes.
WhatsApp group chat vibes, man. I go make the turn.
I telling you, Saturdays from 4 to 5 on Kyrie FM is deadly scene.
Speedy recovery?
What you all you my car just going to fall way?
Where are you?
Poker say.
Hang on, ma'am. We're on the way.
At Speedy Recovery, we provide 24-hour towing and recovery, container haulage and lifting, crane truck rental, and dump truck services. We are professionals in the business with over 20 years experience, emerging from the towing specialists themselves, Walsh Trucking. Call today on 767-285-A-TOW, that's 285-2869, or 277-4290, or 316-7077. Send an email, speedyrecoverytrucking@gmail.com, like us on Facebook, or visit us at River Estate at the Walsh Trucking Yard. We are Speedy Recovery, your full-service trucking company. Call 285-A-TOW.
Do you listen to Kyrie? Download the Kyrie FM Android app on Google Play Store for 24/7 radio on the go. Visit our website at www.kyriefm.com and stay connected with all your favorite programs. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and never miss a beat on your genuine sound. Kyrie FM.
And just in case you're still wondering, we're still here with you. We're still here with you. We're just waiting to make connection with DBS Radio and the ODM to bring you coverage of this very important message that the ODM would like to share. That is the Office of Disaster Management wants to share with you this afternoon. Again, I just want to give you a few more tips and tricks, or tips and tidbits. Ensure that your phones, your mobile phones, are properly topped up. If it's a data plan you're using with whoever your service provider is, ensure that you have a data plan to last you some time and you have some extra credit on the phone as well. Ensure also, not a data plan maybe, but a bundled plan. Ensure that your batteries, you have extra batteries for your radio, for your flashlights, you have matches, you have your babalen. Make sure you have your candles, okay? Ensure that you have your canned foods, and all of those foods, maybe you might not want to keep them in the upper cupboards or in the cupboards where, in case of strong winds coming in, they're gonna just scatter everything around. So you can put that in a box, and I like to use the plastic boxes, Sammy, the storage bins, so you can lock that and put that in one of the bottom cupboards where it wouldn't get affected, like preferably under the, well, for me, under one of the windows I have the kitchen sink and I can store my stuff right there. Make sure you clean up your containers for storing your water. Sammy, I saw this thing after Irma had hit Jamaica. where this guy used his garbage container, and he lined it with bags and filled it with water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So.
But that's not water to drink, though.
No. That was for use around the house. I saw
Okay,
cleaning
yeah,
and
that's a
forthing
good
and thing.
idea.
But he put it in a bag. He disinfected his bin,
Mhm.
and he put the garbage bag in and lined it. And some people use the laundry baskets to do the same thing as well.
Speaking
and
of
just
garbage
covered.
bags, just in case windows burst,
Yes.
wrap your flat screen in
The garbage bags,
And I'm
yes.
going to do that this afternoon.
Yes, make sure you protect
And,
all your
electronics and stuff like
Yes.
that, like your coffee maker
Yes,
and your
yes.
blenders and
Your
stuff, things
blenders,
water
your-
can get into.
Right, your microwaves.
Mhm.
Get the jumbo bags. Get the durable bags. Don't go for the cheap bags that will dish you in.
Let me tell you something. Don't go and burst all your pockets.
Don't burst your
Get-
pockets.
because
And
the,
another-
the month just starts,
Right.
And you don't know what's coming behind.
Exactly.
So get what you can afford.
But get what you can afford. And also ensure that you have cash in the house.
Yes.
Ensure that you have cash in the house, because in the event of a storm really hitting
Well,
hard and power is down and
Let me tell you something. My experience with cash is that it was of no value.
Well,
because after Maria, I had cash. And I couldn't buy nothing. Even people who were looting, after they finished looting, I say, sell 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese for me now. Like, what I going to do with the money, ma'am? Yeah, but what I
so
going to do with the money?
exchange with them. So you have to have something to barter with them. You understand? So
it was crucial. It was crucial.
I gave a guy a ride. With 2 bags, and he's like, because I couldn't drive out of Wallace, but I could go down the hill
and go back up.
Go back up. So I would
Alright.
go down. I was helping the guys to cut the trees and the thing, and and then we would get water from the river. The guys were getting water from the river too. So, anyways, the guy's coming up with 2 bags. I don't know. He must have looked somewhere, but at least he had some water carrying up as well. And when he reached up, he said, "Ma'am, I don't know what to give you. No, thank you. Now look, 2 bottles of oil."
Okay.
The amount of oil and salami I got paid in
Boy.
for giving people a ride, Elas.
Yes,
We have a caller. Let's take that caller while we wait. On the overseas line, hot topic, short and sweet. We're waiting to connect.
I thought it's not hot topic. I thought it's hurricane topic it has today.
It's still a hot topic. Uh-huh.
I thought it's not hot topic because it's hot topic finish. We're talking about hurricane topic now.
Yeah, well, we're waiting to connect with the other station and the Office of Disaster Management. Talk to us.
Okay. So when you cut anything, but anytime you try roll out, well, don't you as you saying there, you see, one thing I always touch on. You see people that have dealing with jerry can and dealing with spinning to spin them up, and another thing again. It has some hurricane, human being hurricane that pass when sometimes when the weather pass, it have another hurricane pass in. And the security will be in full condition, in full bed.
Yes.
Trust me. Fireman running and they come up full time. So remember that.
Okay.
All right, fireman. Thank you very much. Yes.
You can trust fireman to have something positive to
The
say.
hurricane and the people cane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because after Maria, we had some big people cane happening.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
But it's I think it's human nature. It's not
But
only in Dominica it happens worldwide.
We had it bad.
Yeah, we had it bad.
And we're not the only country that suffered the storm.
Exactly.
But we had it really bad. St. Martin went through the same thing.
Yes.
And they have so much foreigners in their country, so much non-nationals, and the looting was not as bad as what happened here.
Well, because they had forces in earlier than we did to
Really?
help
Not to
curtail.
my knowledge, no.
As far as
the
I-
French standing there, Jadam, well it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I
Dutch
stand corrected. I may be
sent in-
mistaken.
yeah.
But I think we're ready to connect. So,
Okay.
folks, again, thank you for being with us. And we're just waiting, again, like we said, to connect with the Office of Disaster Management via DBS Radio.
Listeners on Vibes and Kyrie FM. We are going to bring you a simulcast here with the Office of Disaster Management and also the Met Office. The topic for discussion this afternoon is the approaching tropical storm Elsa. And with me this afternoon, we have the coordinator at the Office of Disaster Management, Mr. Fitzroy Pascal, the acting senior Met Officer, Mr. Marshall Alexander, and we also have Mandela Christian of the ODM as well with us. As I say, good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon to you, Gavin, and good afternoon to your listeners.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to all the listeners of the various radio stations.
All right, so good afternoon, everyone. And of course, like we said, the purpose for the engagement this afternoon is to talk about Tropical Storm Elsa. And Marshall, I think we can start with you as the acting Met Officer, the acting Senior Met Officer. What's the latest position as it relates to Tropical Storm Elsa?
Okay, we have been monitoring a weather system for the past few days, which was a tropical wave, and that developed into a potential tropical cyclone. It went on to develop into a tropical depression at 11 p.m. last night, and by 5 a.m. this morning, it was named Tropical Storm Elsa. And again, we've been monitoring that system for the past few hours, and we have been noticing that system earlier took a jog to the south. It has been maintaining a very low latitude, and it's now taking a slight jog to the north, somewhat. So based on that, the expectation is that this system is expected to pass south of the islands by tomorrow or during tomorrow. Okay, and based on the location or the expected location, we are expecting that the system will pass about, the center of the system is expected to pass about 150 miles south of Dominica, and the extent of maximum sustained winds for that system is 90 miles.
So from the current projections, it looks like we're out of the quote-unquote wind field, but not necessarily out of the woods.
Exactly, because we are expecting to experience tropical storm force winds tomorrow in gust and rainfall, which could result in flooding. We're also advising the public to be mindful of areas prone to landslide and falling rocks, flooding, and also we expect dangerous seas during the passage of that system.
Okay, in terms of the coordinates of the system and the current strength, wind speed, and whatnot, can you give the listeners an idea?
Okay, at 2 p.m., the location was about 10.6 degrees north latitude or 52.6 degrees west longitude. And that is about 670 miles southeast of Dominica. And the system is moving at a rapid forward speed of 28 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds near 45 miles per hour.
And at this time, in terms of watches and warnings, what is the update on that?
Well, in terms of watches and warnings, we have a summary of watches and warnings with Barbados, Martinique, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. These are the countries that are placed on the tropical storm warning. And we have a tropical storm watch in effect for Grenada and its dependencies at present.
And of course, Marshall, earlier on today, the public, everyone follows the weather as well. They would have heard the news that Guadeloupe at one point was under tropical storm watch, but that watch has since been discontinued, right?
Yes, I was being asked the question as to why is Guadeloupe under tropical storm watch and Dominica is not. But my question to them was, why is Guadeloupe under tropical storm watch? Because if you look at the radius of the cone for that system, despite the fact that we expect to see an northward jog in that system, we have to look at the definition of what is a tropical storm watch and what is a tropical storm warning. So that will basically have to do with sustained winds to tropical storm force and not just having gust to tropical storm force.
All right, so as of 2 o'clock this afternoon, the government of France discontinued the tropical storm watch for Guadeloupe. So it means that the watches are only in effect for Grenada and its dependencies, like you said. But Fitzroy, nonetheless, that even if we're not under tropical storm watch, the danger is still out there. We still have, in terms of the rains and whatnot that we can expect. What's the position of the ODM right now?
The ODM, again, good afternoon. The ODM maintains its position. We issued a severe weather bulletin on June 30th, 6 a.m. June 30th. I think that was yesterday. And Marshall was saying we're expecting conditions tomorrow. So the ODM has given the general public a clear 48 hours to beef up their preparedness. Everyone should have been prepared. We're in hurricane season, but we have given the public time and time again to maintain that level of preparedness for the impending weather system expected to pass pretty quickly tomorrow. And I think the Met Service will speak more to that in terms of what actions they will take in terms of issuing the relevant weather information, whether it be a weather advisory or a flood warning. As it relates to the ODM, we still want to ask the general public to remain vigilant, maintain the preparedness, and we gave some hazards that are likely to affect Dominica throughout the day on Friday in terms of flash flooding, overflowing of the waterways, and what actions they should take in terms of landslides and rockfalls, and if we have any tropical storm force winds.
Okay, Marshall, the way that the system has been progressing, yesterday it was, showing signs of development. Then it went from a tropical wave or invest, whichever one,
potential tropical cyclone.
Right, to a potential cyclone. Then we saw this jump in less than 24 hours from a potential cyclone to a depression, now to a tropical storm, and it's also intensifying
Yes.
based on what you're seeing.
Yes, definitely, because the winds, maximum sustained winds are now at 45 miles per hour, which is not much of a big jump from earlier. It was about 40 miles per hour, but it's moving west-northwest at about 28 miles per hour. And in terms of the intensification, and that's really a fast speed, a fast-moving tropical cyclone. So, which means that it will not cause as much. It's not expected to cause as much damage as a slow-moving tropical system. However, we are in fact expecting gusty winds with that system. I mean, today looked like a very good day, a bright day today. So don't get fooled, because tomorrow is expected to be a very different day. So we're expecting gusts to tropical storm force with showers and thunderstorms, and some of the showers could be heavy, moderate to heavy at times, and also we are looking at dangerous seas. So we could see seas up to 14 feet by tomorrow. So the advice is for all small craft operators to secure their vessels and sea beavers to stay out of the water.
And just so Gavin, and we did mention that the boat operators to safeguard their boats by this evening, Thursday evening.
Yeah. So our intention basically is to issue a flood warning by tomorrow. That's the expectation. And that would include a high wind advisory and a small craft warning together with a high surf advisory.
Okay, so in terms of the amount of rainfall we expect, do you have any idea based on the calculations or the satellite imagery so far?
The projection so far is basically for about 3 to 6 inches. And it could be less because of the forward motion, the speed forward motion of that system, the quick forward motion of that system, and the expectation is for about 3 to 6 inches of rainfall, and you could have the higher end, which is about 6 inches in the higher elevations.
All right, we want to say good afternoon once again to the listeners of the other radio stations, QFM, Vibes Radio, Carry FM, and also Lab Radio. And we will open the lines for a moment to take in some calls. If anyone from the public has some questions that they would like to ask the officials at the Met Office, the numbers to call in are 448-3284, 448-3281, 1-800-327, and there's also the digital line 616-1327. These are the on-air numbers if you want to ask any questions. And right away the phone lines are going. We have a caller on the line. A caller, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I just want to ask a question. What is the direct time to be hitting us?
Okay, the caller is asking what is the direct time that we can expect?
We are estimating that that system should begin to affect Dominica by early tomorrow morning, say around 8 o'clock. But the peak time we are looking at, where we expect the maximum intensity, would be between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That system is expected to move by very quickly, and with gusty winds, we have to be mindful of loose items, items that are placed outside, because you could have an increase in the wind force, especially in open areas. All
right, we have another caller on the line. Caller, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let me ask you, let's say we have a funeral for 2 o'clock tomorrow. Would it be wise to cancel that or just not?
Well, you see, I cannot really advise you on whether to have a funeral or not, but I can advise you of the weather conditions, and based on the weather conditions, you would have to take a decision as to whether you can have a funeral or not. But basically, during that time, we would be in the time of peak activity for that system tomorrow, which is between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Marshall, is not usual at this time of the year, late June, early July, for us to be on the 5th named storm already of the season. We're already into the letter E. And like we said yesterday, signs that we could be in for a pretty active season.
Well, based on the prediction was in fact for an above normal season, with 13 to 20 named storms predicted, and we are now on number 5. So we still have about 15 more to go. I mean, we do not know where they're going to go, but at the same time, we advise preparations, because it only takes one system to disrupt our lives in Dominica. So the key message here is that we prepare and we take the necessary precautions. So basically, that's the advice.
Okay, we have another call on the line. Caller, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
Great program, timely information. But the question is, what's a difference between a watch and a warning?
Okay, the difference between a watch and a warning. With a watch would tell you that conditions are possible within 48 hours. So you watch the wording. If it's a tropical storm watch, that would tell you that tropical storm conditions are possible within a 48-hour period. And if you have a tropical storm warning, that would tell you that tropical storm conditions are expected within 36 hours. So the difference is in the wording in terms of the expectation and the possibility and the timing.
All right, we have another caller again. Caller, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
David, good afternoon, Marshall.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Based on the satellite imagery and the forecast track, the present forecast track, and you say, the forecaster is saying that storm should probably pass 115 or 115. I say 150 or 115.
150.
150.
150. So basically, that should put the storm somewhere in the region between St. Vincent, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, because Dominica is like 29 miles away from Martinique, or 30 miles away from Martinique. And if it's doing south and not west, northwest, and it's moving due west, then that should put that storm not close to Dominica at all.
Yes, yes, you're correct. So just to answer, because Marshall is distracted a bit. Like Marshall said earlier on, the system is expected to pass just south of Barbados, the center of the system, and again, in terms of the island chain, just around the St. Vincent area. And based on the calculations, Dominica is about 150 miles away from that center, or will be about 150 miles away from that center, with tropical storm force winds extended out up to 90 miles from the center.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but once again, Marshall and Fitzroy, the callers just highlighting the need for us to continue to emphasize that the storm is more than a point. So whereas the center may be 150 miles or whatever it is south of Dominica, we are still likely to feel the impacts of it. So maybe you might probably just want to stress that point over.
Yes, because definitely there are feeder bands that are associated with that system, and one feeder band coming across could produce a lot of showers, a lot of shower activity, and also thunderstorms that could result in flooding, and flooding and landslides, etc. So we also have to be mindful that that system is not a point, and there are banding features that could break away from that system and cause some damage. Because we have to remember, in 2015 we had Erica.
Yes.
And Erica never impacted us directly as a tropical storm. It was only a feeder band which came from Erica that resulted in the flooding that we got. And if you recall, that we had no winds. So the winds were basically calm, and we only had flooding. So there was no record of any tropical storm force winds whatsoever. And by definition, if we expect tropical storm force winds, which would be sustained winds, then this would warrant a watch or warning.
Okay, we have another caller again. Caller, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
I'm interested to know, like, the high swells, if it's for the eastern coast or the western coast.
Well, it would begin on the east coast, but when the system gets into the Caribbean Sea, then the west coast would have to be on alert.
All right, so that'll be like tomorrow, so I can pull up my boat by tomorrow then, God's willing.
No, you need to pull up your boat tonight or by this afternoon.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, so Mandela, we're here with Mandela Christian as well from the ODM. And in terms of your role with everything, we're getting a few questions about the role or the impact or the presence, I should say, of the ODM on social media. I don't know if maybe you can give us some more information as to where people can find the ODM and the Met Office, that sort of information on the social media.
Yes, so with all that's going on, we continue to do awareness, to raise awareness on the situation. So the disaster coordinator and the senior Met officer would have released press statements, as Mr. Pascal mentioned yesterday. We continue to have a very active presence on social media. We continue to update the public. We look at the situation. The entire system has been placed on response mechanism, I should say, has been placed on alert. As the senior Met officer would have mentioned, we still expect some rains and some gusty winds. So we are mindful of that and continue to prepare. So the public can look for us on social media, on Facebook. You can look for ODM Dominica 1 on Facebook, on our website www.odm.gov.dm, and also the Met website as well. Sorry, Marshall, help me out with the exact
weather.gov.dm.
Weather.gov.dm. Thank you very much.
All right. There's another call on the line there. Caller, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. In like I mentioned, would you advise people to go to school or work tomorrow?
Business day continues as usual.
But they said it will be there by 8.
The storm is expected to pass 150 miles south of Dominica. That is not a direct impact on Dominica. However, as the senior Met officer mentioned earlier on, that we do expect to get some activity from feeder bands, which could be gusty winds and heavy rainfalls in pockets of squally weather.
And that's it for us here with you. It's 3 p.m. We join Flo now for the Flo Hour.
Storm warning, neither tropical storm watch. So business day continues.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow.